Hello, good morning to everybody. I am Dr. Navaraj, working as a senior faculty in biology as well as the principal of this Perfect Academy. I used to take classes for zoology for the NEET aspirants. Regarding myself, I worked in college for the past 40 years. I served there as a professor in zoology and elevated to the principal post, then got retired. Now I am serving through this new post. My passion is teaching, so I like to take up this profession even after my retirement. Okay, now today we are going to see a very good topic from the human physiology. The title is Digestion and Absorption. Now coming to this topic, why we eat food? Because before going into the topic, we must understand what for we are eating the food. The only answer we can get out of this question is energy. So energy, we are in need of it. Our body requires it for a variety of functions, and this energy could be given only from the food sources, and the digestive system helps a lot in making these food sources as a very good energy source for our body. Now, regarding this digestion and absorption topic, let me introduce you about the digestive system, and I am going to talk about this digestion, absorption, assimilation, digestion, and some of the disorders associated with the digestive system. Now regarding the digestion, there are 5 steps. Number 1, ingestion. Ingestion means that is intaking. Digestion means the splitting of food into the absorbable form. Then absorption means the intake of absorbed food into the bloodstream. Then assimilation means the cell gets received that absorbed food and then it gets assimilated in the cell itself. Finally, the undigested food materials are thrown out from the body through a process called digestion. So these are the 5 important steps in digestion. Okay. Now, first we should understand about the digestive tract. Here you can see that the starting point of this gastrointestinal tract or alimentary tract is the mouth. Now here it goes through the esophagus and then ends in stomach, followed by small intestine, then in the large intestine, and ends with the anus. So here what we are telling is starts with the mouth and ends with the anus. So the anterior opening, that is the mouth, and posterior opening is the anus. Next. Now here the food is passed through the mouth and it gets activated by 2 important chemical components, that is enzymes and hormones, because without this nothing would happen in the digestion. And other organs also associated with this digestive process, that is liver, gallbladder and pancreas. Now don't think that stomach alone will work for it, don't think that intestine alone will work for it, because these accessory glands provide a necessary support for this digestive system. Now it is referred that the normal duration for getting digested is about 30 to 40 hours before it gets excreted out. That is, undigested material gets excreted out. The time taken for the travel in the tract is about 30 to 40 hours. Next. Now let us see with the starting point of this digestive tract, that is a mouth. Now when you speak about the mouth, here it leads into the buccal mass, buccal cavity or oral cavity, both are same, buccal cavity or oral cavity. So when the mouth is being opened, you can see a number of teeth and a muscular tongue. And here one important point is where the teeth is embedded, it is embedded in the socket of a jawbone. So we have the upper jaw and lower jaw, and the teeth are embedded in the socket of the jawbone. And this type of attachment is called a thecodont. So thecodont is a key word. It refers to the attachment of the teeth with the socket of the jawbone. Now here you can see that in our human body, in our human cycle, we have two different type of teeth, namely milk teeth and adult teeth. This type of teeth we call it as a diphyodont. So di means two and phio means two sets of teeth, one at the beginning and other at the adolescent, after the adolescent stage until the last breath of the life. We have the adult teeth. The teeth is called permanent teeth. So milk teeth followed by a permanent teeth. Okay. Now the teeth, when you take the teeth, here some important key points are there. Based on sets, it can be defined by different names. Monodont means a single set that is found in whales. Diphyodont means it is present in two sets, that is particularly in man and apes. Polydont means, poly means many, so many sets you can see in fish and amphibians. Now coming to the types, based on the types, homodont, homo means same type of teeth, that is also there. And heterodont means in our human body we can see incisor, canine, and then premolar and molar. So all these things are available in the heterodont. So this type of teeth is called different types of teeth. Now you can see that this is a buccal cavity. Here it is mentioned as a hard palate, here it is a soft palate. Now below the palate there is a tonsil area, and this structure that you are now seeing is a uvula. Uvula is a structure, and this is a muscular structure, that's a tongue. And the vestibule is located here between the lip and the teeth, that's a vestibule. That this part, this area is also called gingiva. So when you see that picture, you must understand where it is located. In the buccal mass, the roof is a hard palate, the anterior part is a hard palate, and the posterior part is a soft palate. And here the uvula is present very close to the soft palate, and the tonsils are behind the hard palate. So location is very much important coming to these scientific figures. And this is a muscular tongue, then vestibule. Now coming here, you can see that the incisor teeth and premolar, molar, third molars, etc. Now the major division will be incisor, canine, and premolar and molar. Incisor, it is for biting. Even in the rabbit and rats, you come across such incisors. Canine means it is for tearing, therefore it is helping for carnivores much. And premolar and molar, they are all for this grinding action. So our teeth performs a different type of action, namely biting, tearing, and grinding. Now in this aspect you should understand that I told earlier there is a milk teeth. At the time of birth, then adult teeth after the adolescent period. Here you can see the dental formula will be like this. Dental formula will be like this for milk teeth, because in the milk teeth, the upper jaw, one part of the upper jaw, it has 5. So other part will have another 5. Lower jaw, 5 in one part, in another part, another 5. Therefore number would be 10 in the upper jaw and 10 in the lower jaw. So totally it is about 20. That is the dental formula for milk teeth. Now here you can see 2, 1, 2, 3. 2 1 2 3 2 1 2 3. So in the upper jaw, in the half part of the upper jaw, you can get 8. In a lower jaw, half part 8. So the full upper jaw, you can get 16. Here, another 16. Therefore, the total is 32. So what do you find the difference between the milk teeth and the adult teeth means? Here, there is no premolar. The premolar is absent here in milk teeth. That is present in adult teeth. Then the molar teeth is only 2 for milk teeth, but here in adult there is one addition, and that addition is called wisdom tooth. Wisdom tooth. So these are the differences you should understand regarding the dental formula for milk teeth and adult teeth. So this idea you must keep it in mind, because what is the difference between a milk teeth and a adult teeth? In the milk teeth, that is, there is no premolar, but in the adult teeth there is an appearance of 2 premolars, and then in the molar there is one addition in the adult teeth, that is a wisdom tooth. So this is about the teeth of conditions. Okay. Now coming to this another aspect, that is in the buccal mass, I told no, that is there is a palate region. This is a palate region, this is a hard palate region, and this is a soft palate region. In the soft palate region you can get the uvula part. So this is a hard palate region, this is a soft palate region, and some ridges will be present in this part. Ridges. And these ridges makes this palate more hardness, and it is very much helpful for carnivores. And this uvula, what is the function of this uvula is, here above the palate region there is an external nostril. Then there is a auditory, here you can see a duct and internal nostrils. Here this uvula, at the time of swallowing, this uvula will turn back and close this internal nostril. So external nostril, internal nostril, here palates. So this is the mouth, and when it is opened, this is a buccal mass, and above that, very close to this buccal mass, there is a external nostril which ends in internal nostril. So this uvula which helping to close the internal nostril at the time of swallowing. So that idea you can keep it in mind regarding the function of the uvula. Next. Now here I mentioned what I told just now, and you must understand that whether the palate has any taste buds. The answer is they have very few taste buds. That is why normally people will ask whether the food is tasteful or palatable, because the palatable, the word comes because it has some few taste buds. It will make the person to understand its taste. Now here, as I told earlier, the palatine area is roughened with rugae. Now the posterior part is soft part that I told just now, and it is a cartilaginous part, and the floor of the buccal cavity is called as the tongue. So the roof of the buccal cavity is the palate, and the floor of the buccal cavity is the tongue. Now what type of the epithelium that is present in the buccal cavity, for which the answer is Buccal cavity is lined by a non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. So this type of things you should keep it in mind, that non-keratinized squamous epithelium, stratified squamous epithelium, that type of epithelium is present in the buccal cavity. Next. Now you can see the structure, that the palate raphe here. So it is a hardened structure, very much helpful for the carnivores. Next. And 1 minute. The hard chewing surface of the teeth, here one name comes, that is called enamel. The hard chewing surface of the teeth. So normally this type of question can be asked. So which is the hard chewing surface? That is the enamel, and it is for mastication of food. So enamel for mastication. Next. And this is a structural description of the teeth. You can see the enamel part and dentine part. These are pulp area, these are common areas, and these are gum area. Most of the time it will be affected with microbes, and pulp, dentine and enamel areas. All these things are there. It is fixed with the alveolar bone is there. So this idea you can keep it in mind, that enamel provides for mastication. Next. So this is a brief, and you can have an idea about the root of the teeth, as well as the neck of the teeth and crown of the teeth. So these three areas are there: crown, neck and root. So you can see the pulp cavity is a very important area, and dentine area and the enamel area, all these things are there. And the blood vessels, you can understand that below the root you can see the blood vessels and nerves are there. So whenever any trouble in the teeth, you can get some bleeding because of these blood vessels, very much closely associated with the root of the teeth. As well as most of the people will say that teeth is an indicator of the health of the individual. Suppose if the teeth is rotten, if teeth is getting weakened, or gum is getting affected, or whenever there is any damage in the teeth, any change in the color of the teeth, it will indicate the health status of the individual. Next. Okay, now so far we have just seen about the mouth, buccal cavity. Now we can enter into the digestive process by looking into the important topic, namely food in the mouth. Normally food will be kept into the mouth. So mouth is the entry point of food. But you just understand that, but the digestive system often gets ready before the first piece of food even enters into the mouth. This is a valuable point. This is a very important point. That is, our system gets programmed very well due to our biological rhythm. That is, even after getting the smell of the food, our digestive system gets activated. Even by hearing the name of the food itself, our system gets activated. So not only by putting the food into the mouth, our system will get activated. That is secondary. But here the point is, even the food is introduced into the mouth, our digestive system gets activated. That is a very important point. Now when the food is entered into the mouth, automatically saliva comes. From where it comes? It comes from the salivary gland. So it is salivary glands, they pour the saliva to assist the food digestion. Now here, when the food is entered into the mouth, it should be undergone by the action of the teeth. For example, cutting, tearing, chewing, masticating and crushing, all these things should be done. Then only the macromolecules will be converted into micromolecules. So chewing and the cutting and other things will be done with the help of the teeth, for which the saliva will do a very good function of assisting the making the food more diluted. Next. Now, next one. slide is altered. 1 minute, madam. Next one. Okay. Here I mentioned that is incisor, canine and premolar and molar. Already I explained. Now here you can see that cutting is done by incisor, tearing by canine, grinding by premolar and molar. Now what is the role of the tongue means? The tongue is a muscular organ. It is present in the buccal cavity. It is helping to mix the food with the saliva. Saliva is coming from the salivary gland and the food is entered into the mouth. So the food and saliva gets mixed up with the help of the tongue. And also during this process, one palate is helping. That palate is called soft palate. So which palate which helps for mixing the food with the saliva? The answer is soft palate. So what is the main function of the tongue means? It is helping for mixing the food as well as it is a gustatory organ that we can see afterwards. But regarding this mixing, there is a very important thing happened in the tongue region. Next. Now coming to this tongue, when you speak about the tongue, it is being jailed inside the teeth, but it is never bitten by the teeth, because our nervous system is making the teeth in such a way that it can be rolled down and bent down, and it can be circulated in such a way that it will not be trapped between the canine teeth or incisor teeth, whatever it may be. Now the answer is the tongue is a freely movable muscular organ. Freely movable. It is not a fixed one. It is a freely movable muscular organ. And where it is attached? It is attached to the oral cavity by what? The answer is frenulum. Frenulum is a structure that is available in the mouth which fixes the tongue with the oral cavity. Now coming to this tongue, you can see some papillae are present which bears some taste buds which provide very good taste for our intelligence. That is, they provide taste, different type of taste, bitter taste or sweet taste or sour taste or salty taste, whatever it may be. You are getting a different type of taste because of the only one thing, that is a taste bud that is available in the papillae. Next. So you may ask me, sir, where I can feel the bitter taste, where I can feel the sour taste, where I can feel the salty taste, where I can feel the sweet taste? The answer is very simple. That is, at the roof of the tongue, at the roof of the tongue, you can see a bitter taste very close to the palate region. This region, there is one papillae is present that is called circumpallate papillae. I will show the name in the another slide. You can understand. That is, here a special type of papillae are present. They have the special type of taste buds. They make us to feel the bitterness. And in the sidewards, you can get a different type of papillae like fungiform and fusiform. And this sour taste and salt taste all will be found in the lateral side. And in the tip of the tongue, you can get a sweeter taste. So based on the papillae, based on their taste buds and based on their activity, we are getting a different type of taste in the same organ. So the same organ is acting like a very good biosensor which provides a variety of actions in terms of taste. Next. See, in this slide you can see that circumvallate papillae that is found, which provides the bitterness, and these foliate and fungiform papillae, they provide the sour taste. Filiform, this filiform is present at the center, and you should understand that this filiform papillae, they will not provide any taste, but here the fungiform that provides sour taste and the sweet taste, that are provided by this fungiform and foliate forms, as well as circumvallate form that provides the bitter taste. So this type of papillae, a special type of papillae are present in our tongue. Next. Now another question you can ask, that is whether it is attached with a bone. If it is attached with a bone, and it would not be a free movable one, therefore the answer is no. So it is not attached with a bone. And here, as I already told, that frenulum is a structure which connects the tongue with the oral cavity. Now what type of organ it is? And the answer is, it's a gustatory. Gustatory means it's an organ for taste. Now here, when the food and saliva is mixed, now that food is termed as a bolus. It is being swallowed with the help of the tongue. And the tongue is also helping for speech. So what I speak, what I convey, what I make a noise, everything is done with the help of the rolling tongue. So these are the important functions of the tongue. Then number one, gustatory, and it is helping for swallowing, and it is for articulating the speech. These are the three important functions of the tongue. Here, as I told earlier, saliva is synthesized from where? Parotid gland, sublingual gland, and submandibular gland. So parotid gland is located very close to the earlobe. Sublingual is below the tongue, and submandibular at the junction of both jaws, upper jaw and lower jaw. So submandibular. Here students, you should understand that the location is very much important in science. Where it is located? Parotid means ear, very close to earlobe. Then sublingual, lingua means it's a tongue. So it is very close to the below the tongue. And then mandibular region is the angle between upper jaw and lower jaw. Okay, now we shall stop at this stage and we can continue the next process in the next